we're responsible for the networks of our clients. And one of those things that the thing that I think about all day long is security. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's spoken about enough, is that, and the classic example that gets used a lot is that if you open up Copilot, for example, to a network that does not have proper security in place, you can ask questions that maybe you don't want answered by certain individuals. And the example that often gets used is, how much does Pete pay himself? I used you instead of me, Pete. But if your team were to ask that question, and maybe you don't want everybody to know that question, but there's this concept of security through obscurity that has been used, unfortunately, is where instead of having proper security in place of information and network segmentation, if not properly set up, then your agent in this case can have access to everything, and maybe that individual perhaps had access to that information and didn't even know it. And so starting to think about another example that came up in a workshop we did with a client recently was that they were asking questions about the data on their network, and the information that came back was over 10 years old. And it was accurate, but it was over 10 years old. And not knowing, the agent wasn't asked to find me the most current version of the answer to this question. Just like everything, HR policies, and you think about all of the things that, especially older companies, all of the things in their network, it's like digital hoarding. We never get rid of it.
Yeah.